welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. I'm Chris Buckner, Primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. Previously, it was the adventure Lost and Found Part 1. This is Lost and Found Part 2, and our adventurers had just rescued Captain Braun's crew member Zeed from an underground complex where people were being held as part of the rampant slave trade which occurs on the Rock of Brawl, which is a city built on an asteroid in wild space. So the party has just rescued Zeed, and they have come up through a secret staircase in a warehouse, and they are just now leaving the warehouse. So we hope that you enjoy Lost and Found Part 2. You're now down in the dock district.
All right, head for the ship.
Okay, so you head for the ship.
So we're going to bring all our trouble right to the ship. Okay.
I don't think anybody's going to be bold enough to try to bring trouble to the ship.
Go to the Laughing Beholder.
Okay.
Let's go to the ship.
So you guys are headed toward the Star Runner, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So
What time is it anyway?
in the game?
It's like 2 or 3 a.m. at this point, right? Probably.
Yes, because you guys went back at midnight. Mm-hmm. You got the information. Mm-hmm. You came back to the warehouse after midnight. You went down and you did all your stealth stuff, and you tried to basically to get Zeed out. So it's probably like 1:30 in the morning, I would say.
Okay. The ship is the closest place where I can think where we can get out of sight right away. If we run through more streets on the way to the inn, someone could see us.
Okay. So as you are making your way to the Star Runner, you see about 4 of those same guards come running out into the street, maybe 100 feet ahead of you.
Okay.
And you see them pointing at you and motioning and yelling at you.
Okay.
And they start to move in your direction.
Okay.
I told you we should have taken the time for a jailbreak. No, can't do that.
There's only 4 of
Is there
them.
any?
But they start coming in this direction.
Okay.
They're
I can
about
look
100
to
feet away.
Ruffian and be like, do you want to fight these guys or try to get to the ship?
I mean, they're between you and the ship. I mean, you can try to run into the city if you want.
I shoot one. That's I'm within my range.
Let's go back into initiative.
Okay.
At this point, so everybody roll initiative for me, please.
Poor Janie. Oh.
Again?
Oh. That dice is fired.
Janie is completely out of her element.
Is that the same dice that did it before? That dice is fired for the night, man. That's when you take a picture of you dice fail.
I'm going to post it on Will Wheaton's Instagram account and accuse him of touching my dice.
The curse of Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Is that the running gag? I'm not familiar with it. Oh, okay.
I like Will Wheaton.
Well, Wheaton is cool.
Please follow us.
We like him.
We love you.
We're fans of you.
What was your initiative there, Janie?
3.
3.
3.
All right.
It's only creepy when
Apparently
you make it
Janie's
creepy.
still off in La La Land.
Okay.
It's past her bedtime.
All right. 3 is
It's been a busy day for you.
Matisse.
Talking people.
17?
Yeah.
Whacking them over the head.
Opening up
Freezing
her
people.
brain into new people.
Yeah.
Trusting people. Yeah, that's a lot.
And Strax.
I got a 9.
9.
Hi.
And Arvine.
Your butt, but actually 20.
20.
That's not butt.
Not my butt.
I think that sheet that we gave you says you brought on it.
Ruffian goes just before Janie. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the initiative first. So we have Arvine and Matisse and Strax And, oh, I didn't roll for the bad guys. I need to do that. Hold on.
No, you don't.
Roll poorly.
I think I'll last.
Sorry, let me do that again. Okay. So we have Arvine, Matisse, Guards, Strax, Ruffian, and Janie.
Gonna need... So you said they're 60 feet away?
Now, hold on. I'm going to put out some little buildings and stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So how many? You have 2 guard minis? So I
Yeah.
need 2 more. Guard minis. Where are you, minis? There's 3.
Oh, flying guards.
They came in a Jetson mobile.
And 4.
Guards falling inexplicably from the sky. Pretty sure the fall damage would kill them.
You know, we could have avoided this if we had gone anywhere but the ship.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I'm going to put out some little buildings.
Because we have to run by the docks even to get to the hotel. We'd be running this way either way.
No, you wouldn't.
No? Oh, okay.
See?
Like you said, there's probably
Even
many.
the DM agrees
There's
with me.
probably many exits.
Okay. That was a little too big on it down.
I'm still leaking, by the way.
Still leaking. Okay. So let's say there's like a building.
Well, you got a healing potion, so if you think it's worth it to use it yet, no. Otherwise.
How do we see them if they're behind a building?
He's still working on the layout.
It's this way.
Oh.
There's this way here.
Oh.
Ow.
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 A little off kilter there. This one a little off kilter there. There.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
But no. Let's see. So 5, 10, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So here's our line. So
That's me.
That's you. This is
I'll be up at
the
the
other
line.
you. You can go with that you.
Other you?
And then there's this you here. Let's do that you. Then there's the me you. I think I was probably right there. You can go
The
there.
Mew?
You. The metal you was
your
guarding
Mew?
the bird mew. You. And then you can go right there. How's that work? Okay.
Okay, so we're all set up here. And so Arvine is first.
Okay. Take aim at, let's see, what is my range? It's a lot. Okay. So, sorry, I'm going to take a quick look at something.
Yeah, no problem.
So, is there anybody? I mean, seeing as how it's 1:30 in the morning, there's probably not too many people else around. Is it just
Well,
us
I mean,
and the guards?
the Rock is such a hub.
It's like New York.
Yeah, it's kind of like New York or Los Angeles.
It
I mean,
never sleeps.
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's usually busy at all times of the
Okay.
day, as far as the day is on a
Okay.
asteroid in space.
So are there other people around just kind of booking it away, or
They basically come around the corner, like, see you and start shooting lasers at you, and you start shooting back, so people basically scatter out of this area.
Okay.
okay?
All right, so I'm going to take aim at one of the further ones because the laser rifle has pretty good range.
It
That
does
way if other
indeed.
people in the party don't, then they can hopefully take care of the closer ones. So I'll take aim at this furthest guy.
Okay.
And this dice is hopefully not going to screw me over. Come on, big money. That's not big money.
That's a whammy. Oh, well, no, they'd be kinda
AC 11 to hit.
11 misses.
Dang.
chunky. These guys are slightly
Okay.
less chumpy. Okay.
Well, I think We
shoot
hit
right
them
over
on
his
a
shoulder.
12 before, I think. I don't know if we hit them any lower than a 12.
Sorry, I wasn't AC
So,
tracking.
yeah. But is
I hit them on an 11,
is
so-
there any cover that we can get to in this middle area, like crates or stalls
Did he
on
put
the
any
street?
cover down?
No.
He did not. So
Then there's no cover.
No cover, baby.
all right.
There's a building. You
Yeah.
can go behind the building.
Yeah. Well, I mean, which way is the ship? Like over here?
It's this
Over-
way.
Just this way?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, we got to keep moving, right?
True.
So,
I'm in the direction of the ship.
We'll probably get pincered if we don't.
okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, or 30, yeah. Yes. Keep moving forward.
Okay. And then it is Matisse.
Matisse.
All right. So I also move forward so I can shoot.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Anywhere along here you prefer to be?
She's super
Probably on the other
tanky.
side.
Like over here? Okay. So. And
Yeah.
so you missed, so we don't have any. So nobody's been damaged yet, so you take a shot at whoever you like.
Okay. So I will shoot at the front.
Thank you.
This guy.
Yes.
Okay.
And I miss.
And it's a natural one.
You need to fire that dice too. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Natural one. So you both fire laser rifles.
That's
They
not
go
good.
zooming by.
That's
They're kind of
not
like
good
ducking
at
and moving,
all.
trying not to get hit.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Awful.
All right, so then it's the guards. So 5, 10, 15.
Do I see any kind of like? Do they look like they're wearing a uniform of any kind, or they just look like thug guards?
You believe that. Well, I mean, you see that they're wearing leather and they have short swords and pistols, just like the guards that were
So
downstairs.
they're well equipped, but they don't look like they're a part of any kind of militia or
No.
anything. Okay,
No.
good. So we're not fighting city guards.
No,
Yay.
it is obvious that. I mean, you've heard about the slave trade on the Rock, and I don't quite remember if Luigi described the Underdark to you guys or not.
Only so much as he explained that there were multiple bosses and stuff that are all vying for.
Those are the Underbarons, yeah,
The Underbarons.
yeah. But essentially, I mean, it's logical to assume that you may have heard from him that there's basically, I mean, there's the underside of the rock. First of all, there's the underside of the rock,
Yeah.
and in the middle of the rock is where it is. People basically know that like that's the Underdark of the rock, and a lot of the slave trade goes through there. So you feel pretty confident that the area that you were in was basically like probably at the top of like a huge, massive network of tunnels that would lead into the Underdark, and that were basically connected with the slave trade. So knowing that somebody had just gone in there and caused some problems,
We should have had her get weapons out of the room. I meant to do that before we
okay.
left.
then somebody having some idea where you were going, probably Marin,
If someone has an extra
sent somebody
weapon,
up
just
through
drop
some
it
other
for
part
her
of the
with your
city
flourish.
to try to intercept you. That's the logical conclusion.
Okay.
What is your range weapon?
Our bird friend didn't get an initiative. Is she in the fight?
She's not in the fight.
She's not in the
Okay.
fight.
She looks pretty beat up, and she doesn't have anything with her really. So Ruffian is kind of staying near her to protect her.
Okay.
But this guard right there, that's somewhat near Matisse, is going to take a shot. Shooting at Matisse.
Luckily, you're tanky.
AC 18, Matisse.
That will miss.
Oh. Yeah, you have a shield and
splint.
and splint, right? Okay. All right, so you duck out of the way, and it kind of like pings off the corner of your shield and deflects. All right, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The one in front will shoot at Arvine. That's a natural 1.
That'll miss.
Shoots the building next to you.
Here's a scar. Oh well.
Let's see.
Or it comes
5,
out,
10,
"Hey!"
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The one behind that one shoots at you as well. Gets AC 20
That'll hit.
for 1 force damage.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This guy moves up and takes a shot at Matisse. AC 17.
That will miss.
Doesn't get you. This time it hits your armor, but it doesn't penetrate through. It kind of deflects off one side. You know, like Stormtrooper armor is supposed to do, but it doesn't.
Fantastic.
Strax.
Strax. All right. Having already used my black powder pistol, unless you can say I reloaded it, now I'm going to have to do something else by action anyway. But can you say I reloaded it while we were running?
I'm sorry?
Can we say I reloaded my black powder pistol while we were running?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He was running along.
It's running. Yeah.
Naughty actions
Loading
are
is done.
being pantomimed at the table.
But
Packing is done.
but I'm actually going to use my action to drink my potion.
Okay.
So, but
Sure.
otherwise,
Because you are bloodied, so you're going to try to heal yourself?
yeah.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'm going to try to maneuver into position.
Okay.
So, all right. So, move on.
Okay.
Oh, I take care of that.
Ruffian is going to move Zeed over behind that building that is to the right of Janie.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Like just sideways?
Yeah. Before he does that, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay. He gets within range of the guard that's right here, and he has him make a... Nope. He's behind that building
He's
right
going
there.
to hide here.
He's
with
behind
her.
that building with her. But before that, he manages to get off a sacred flame on the guy that is closest to Matisse. Sorry, Matisse. So dexterity save for that dude.
I'm back full, by the way.
Okay, great. All right.
What'd you do?
Drink my potion.
Nice. Good stuff.
Was it red or blue?
Mauve.
Purple.
13, 14. Okay, so he fails, and he takes a d8 of radiant damage. Holy crap.
Did you use max out?
He did max damage, but that guy doesn't go down, though.
These guys are more tanky.
That guy is A. B, yes. A is bloodied by divine energy. Thank you, Saraha. Would you do me the honors of marking those other ones as well? Okay. And that is Ruffian. Now it is Genie.
I cast magic missile.
Okay. What are your targets?
I'm gonna put 1 on A and 2 on C.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it needs a roll.
Roll them separate, yeah.
Okay, so A gets 2.
A gets 2, so magical bolt of energy flies out,
Oh.
hits that guy on the chest.
Is it another +1 for each missile?
It is plus one for
yes,
each of them.
3. Sorry.
And dies.
And
Yay! Kaboom.
So they have at least 11 hit points.
There's your A.
Or almost 11 hit
Oh.
points.
2 1s.
So
That's
4
still-
damage on C.
Yeah.
Still something. And you
It
killed
hits
the
him.
one guy.
Boom, boom.
My last spell slot, though.
It's all right.
So are you going to rush up behind Strax to get ready to staff things?
Okay.
Or you have cantrips too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hide behind Strax.
Hide behind the pile of bards.
Hide me, big bro.
Okay, so we are back up to the top of the initiative order. Round 2. We're back at Arvine, and we have guards B, C, and D. Guard A has been killed. So, Arvine, you are up.
Okay.
And none of the bad guys are bloodied.
Okay, but C's been injured.
C has been injured, yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to shoot C with the laser rifle.
Okay.
It's gonna hit for AC 23,
23 will hit.
and that's gonna hit for 9
9.
Force damage.
Okay, you pretty much destroy his shoulder and chest on that side and falls over dead.
Okay. All right, so then she is going
Bye,
to
Felicia.
close on the remaining guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just to take some cover.
Okay.
Is that cover?
Depends on if he runs up to you or not.
Right. If he moves in that square ahead of you, then no.
Okay. I could go. I don't really want to go further out of there. Okay. Yeah, and I am going to holster the rifle
Okay.
with my flourish.
Okay. Matisse?
Okay, I'm gonna go and attack monster
5,
B.
10, 15,
Shoot him,
25,
Shoot.
30. You can get you.
Laser rifle?
and then she'll move.
You got a rifle
Yeah,
first.
yeah. Because the action economy, otherwise we're leaving weapons behind right now if this is a chase scene, right?
That is going to be 16 to hit.
Nice.
16 will definitely hit.
4, 7.
7 damage
7.
on B.
Nice.
Bloody bee.
Bloody?
Okay. B is bloodied.
So, and then are you going to
Shoot
move
that
up?
guy in the hip. Ugh.
Are you going to get ready to switch to melee?
And so then it is the guards.
I guess
so
they'll put
Matisse is
you-
Matisse is moving up.
Do you want me to put you just in his face so you draw aggro? Okay.
Okay.
There you go. You're in his face.
So B is going to shoot laser pistol at you, and D is going to shoot laser pistol at. B is going to shoot at Matisse. D is going to shoot at Arvine.
Okay.
Here we go.
I prefer you. Much more descriptive.
Which you?
So shooting Matisse, the
Who's
Diva
on first?
You or
Paladin,
you?
You bee?
critical.
Oh no!
You.
Luckily, it's a laser pistol. Ding, ding.
No, I've critical twice with laser pistols.
Stopped using that die.
4 damage. 4 force damage, Greg.
Luckily, Greg's tanky.
You go running up and momentarily open up. You get hit in the shoulder. That's what happens. Let's see. And then there's one other guard. So that's going to shoot at you.
See? Much more descriptive.
AC 19 on Arvine,
That hits.
our SMR fighter,
Yeah.
for 4.
Did he step forward
Force
to
damage.
stop cover?
Yes.
Okay.
Does he have disadvantage because he's within 5 feet?
Yes, he does. Hold on.
Thank you.
AC 15.
Miss.
All right. No damage. All right. And then Strax, you're up.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He's not cool enough to have that feat.
He's not cool enough.
Oh, you're within 10 feet.
So our Hobgoblin Artificer.
Yep. I can.
Holster your pistol and swingy.
I can ask D a question.
You will ask D a question.
Greg is like, nope.
So. Where's my dice? Not you. You. Okay.
That's just to hold the building pieces.
So,
So then I just quickly scattered all over my binder.
Chris, it is organizational skill.
apparently, I don't think he's going to want to answer at AC 11.
AC 11 moves out of the way and you hit the ground next to him. With your halberd.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Ruffian, come on.
Reverend, he stays behind the building with Zeed.
Oh, jeez.
Janie.
She Ray of Frost. Sorry, I'm not very descriptive today.
Rare Frost on B. Got it.
Nice.
That'll be AC 19
Yeah.
AC 19 will hit.
for 6.
6 on B.
And he loses 10 feet of movement.
He loses all his movement.
He loses his life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that would be at least 10 feet then.
Sorcerer with the kills.
And you haven't been rolling your wild surges.
Oh no. Well, you got to roll your
You have to
20
roll
first.
to see if you get the wild search
that's
first.
She was excited to roll the D100. Oh, okay.
Don't.
No, okay.
You know. Okay.
Do you want me to do it for the other ones? That one hit.
That one hit.
Oh, man.
No, it's a little bit too late.
Too late
now.
to
That was
retcon.
ogres. But I hit.
That was over.
She starts blowing bubbles.
You had two other ones that you could have, but we didn't. It slipped by.
Patrol.
I told you
Alright.
to
It's all
remind
good.
me.
It's all good.
It did.
You got to run your character. I'm sorry.
It's dead. We'll help you.
All right. So back up to round 3. Arvine.
All right. Arvine swings out a Wakizashi and swings on D.
All we have left is D.
Yep. She hits AC 16
16 will hit.
for 8.
8 on D. I get that wrong. Okay, bloodied.
And she draws the second Wakizashi, but cannot attack with it because she had to draw it.
Okay. And then
Sure.
Matisse.
All right.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Well, you were ready to switch over to melee, right?
No.
Okay. I
Met her.
Well, it depends. I mean, he said he was switching over, so.
So he could come after it with a
So
laser sword and
which-
get flanking.
But I mean, technically, if you put the laser rifle away,
Yeah.
you could draw it and fire,
Yeah.
rather than drawing a melee weapon and
Yeah.
attacking.
All right.
So,
You
which
wanna
one would you
rush up
rather
and
do?
Flank or shoot?
We're one hit from ending this fight.
All right. So I'll just go over there, and then
Flanking.
Flanking.
laser sword.
Okay, laser sword. Got it.
Advantage.
With advantage because you're flanking.
All right. So that is going to be 5, 19.
Math is hard.
Yeah, it's late for me. So. I think that's 23.
23 will hit.
And
Pretty sure if you miscalculated that, you still hit.
for 7.
7.
Seven.
Am I allowed to say it if Greg's
So,
the
so
one
you
that
smash
got
that.
hit in?
You smash that guy with the laser sword. Goes down dead.
Say what?
That Matisse got.
The D.
Yeah.
On the 7.
I feel so violated.
This campaign's just getting started.
Okay, out of combat. Hold on.
I don't know why my tablet keeps freezing. It's
All right, and we're back. Okay, so it's 1:30 a.m.
Game time.
It's 1:30 a.m. In the game. It's 1:30 a.m. and you have reason to believe that there might be a couple of people of the crew out and about on the ship, but that most of them have residences on the rock somewhere. I mean, the captain might be the only person who actually is staying with the ship, other than maybe a couple of other people. And you figure he's probably in his cabin right now, probably sleeping.
Okay.
So what you're saying is,
Are you trying
We
to
should
tell
go
us
back
that
to
we
the
should
lab
go to
and
the
be
inn?
Well, I mean, you could see if there's any crew there and leave Zeed with whoever's there. You may not be able to speak with the captain right at this particular moment, but it doesn't mean you can't go to the crew, whoever's on the ship, and be like, here's your crew member. We'll come back and talk to the captain in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's
they can
do that.
I still think that going to the place with a guy that has disintegration beams might be our best choice.
what are you
I
talking
think
about
we-
exactly?
I think
Big
that,
eyeball.
how close are we to
Luigi, the beholder bartender,
how
Oh,
close
who's
are
right?
we
disintegrating bugs with his eye.
how close are we to the ship? Because I mean literally if it's a few hundred feet away, I say we go to the ship.
Yeah, I
Show
mean,
them that
the
we
ship.
got her.
You can see the ship right there on the other side of those buildings.
Yeah. So let's
Ship
go to the
first.
ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
Oh,
shit.
didn't know the ship was that close. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so you bring Zeed aboard, and there are a couple of crew members that are on there that are like
Okay.
very excited to see Zeed,
Yeah.
and they go over and they
So Zeed's not deed. Okay.
they tell you that the captain is not there. They say the captain is in his cabin and he is sleeping at the moment. Would you like to come back and speak with him in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, can we leave her here overnight? Can you guys heal her and keep her safe?
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
Okay,
we have some.
we don't
we have some healing
know
potions.
how many other people might be following us, but what we discovered is that a large network of slave trade very close by.
That is pretty common knowledge on the rock.
Okay, well,
Thank you, Sarah.
I don't know if any other guards are going to be running around in this area, so I mean, if you don't think it's safe for us to lay here and lay low with her for the night, then we'll head back to our inn instead. And,
One of the crew members says, now that she's free,
yeah.
my impression is that the slave trade isn't going to go after her and that she's something special, and I really don't think, no offense to her, that she's not like a political prisoner or somebody
Okay.
really important. She was
Okay.
just one of a number of random slaves that would have gone into the slave trade.
Yeah. I want to ask your honest advice because you guys have been here and operated through here longer than us.
Sure.
I might be able to make some inroads with the local law enforcement. Do you think reporting what we know about access to the tunnel network would be helpful, or do you think there's enough corruption that they're just not going to do anything about it?
I tend to lean towards the latter.
Okay.
I mean,
That's kinda what I
slave
was
trade is very
guessing,
common,
but, yeah.
and finding one of what could be hundreds of entrances into the
Okay.
into the slave market,
Okay.
it may not pique the interest of the magistrate.
Okay. I guess final favor to ask them before we go. Do you happen to have like any extra cloaks or something that are a
Sure.
different color than what we're wearing right now, so
Sure.
we can just layer up and make ourselves a little bit less easily recognized?
Absolutely.
I don't know about him. We might not be able to help that, but that's the
I think
point
there's
of
only
the
so much you can
hobgoblin.
do for these tusks.
So,
The crew member, it's a human male. He goes down. He's wearing leather. He goes down below decks and he comes back up with some cloaks,
Okay.
sort of like in a variety of colors,
okay.
and just kind of hands them out.
Okay.
And he says, "I'm sure Captain Braun would not mind. He
Yeah,
brought us back our crew member.
We'll come
so-
back in the morning, but yeah, we need to try to lay low and get to another safe place ourselves later tonight. So,
So Zeed
yeah.
talks in Aarakocra,
Okay.
and one of the crew members says, Zeed says, "Thank you very much."
All right. You tell
Squawk
her to
yourself.
say you're welcome.
It's a little squawky.
You're welcome and to be careful.
Okay. So you're going back to the Laughing Beholder Tavern, is that right?
We need to rest. We
Might
need
as well,
to get
yeah.
somewhere and rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you make it back there with no problem,
Okay.
and you get in there, and Luigi's like, "Hey, come over to the bar, have a drink."
Hey, Luigi.
I say we need a drink.
That's for sure.
Yeah, come up to the bar. Here you go. And he starts like using his telekinesis to
Right.
serve you all drinks, and
Yeah.
it's late. You
Yeah.
guys got business late at night here?
It's been a really long day.
Yeah. Any cool stories? You can tell me any stories, huh? I love stories.
Well, we found our bird.
The person you were looking for,
Yeah.
the Captain Braun's crew member.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you. Good for you.
Found our bird. Found some tunnels.
Did you make some money off of that?
No, apparently.
Well, he told you he would pay you, but it
Yeah.
won't be until the morning.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to
Yeah.
get paid.
Yeah.
Not yet, but
Hopefully. That's the plan anyway.
nothing that we found
Yeah.
there anyway.
She's safe.
Good for you. All right. Yeah, drink up.
Have a drink.
good time.
Get some rest.
He kind
Thank
of floats
you.
over and starts helping somebody else.
Do you
it's
have
pretty,
any other?
It's pretty busy in here for
okay,
1:30 in the morning.
He rushed off to help
Yeah,
somebody
he
else.
rushed off
Never
to-
mind.
yeah,
There's
it's
no
still pretty
chance for
busy.
More chatter. Yeah.
I mean, you can wait and hang out and try to call him over again if you want to talk to him some more.
Yeah.
It's up to you. What do you guys tell me what you want to do?
You guys want to talk to him anymore? What do you think, Janie?
You can also talk to him in the morning if you want.
Storage or should we? Yeah, you're tired. I'm tired too. I'm pretty wiped out. It's been a rough day.
Okay.
That guard down there under the other inn was no joke.
It's been a long time since I've had to pull
Yeah.
a double shift.
Yeah. All right. Let's
I
go.
must say, good job with the whole idea of wanting to burn up stuff. We should have probably have done that.
Well, next time we'll just have to burn stuff faster. I
Yeah.
suppose.
I'm glad we didn't light up across the stairway that we had to get out of. But yeah, that was a good idea.
Side note, Ruffian stays in the ship.
Okay.
Side
I had
note.
assumed.
All right. Thanks, Ruffian.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys get a long rest and
Okay. Yay!
Our first long rest.
Yay!
That actually.
Long rest.
And
long
I'm going to do
rest,
something I
long
forgot to do
rest.
last time. Is I'm going to take some time to check out that adrenaline stuff or whatever.
The adrenaline shot.
The adrenaline shot. Yeah, I actually forgot to check it out last time, so I'm going to actually.
Okay.
So this time I'm going to say I did it, so I can actually read the description.
Okay. So we'll say that maybe when you get up in the morning, you spend an hour before breakfast or something trying to identify it. So you sit with it for a short rest for an hour. And you get the information as it is listed. I mean, if you want to read it to the group, I don't know if anybody else checked it out or not, but you can read it because I should have a description in there because I created it in there.
You do have a nice long description. Excuse me.
It is a little involved.
It is a little involved.
So this, for the listeners, in case this was during one of the other adventures where they were looking for information and they were approached by some adrenaline pushers and they were trying to sell adrenaline shots and they wound up fighting with them and they have a partially used adrenaline shot and Strax is identifying it.
I think you said I have 4 shots left.
It has 4 shots, 4 out of 6, yes. But you can go ahead and read the description.
Okay, the description. This unique magic item heals and bolsters a creature, but at a cost far beyond its monetary value. Each use increasingly exhausts the creature's bodily systems. When used irresponsibly, death can occur. Please consult your doctor. In the 10 minutes after each use, the creature feels no pain and experiences a general feeling of euphoria. It is not uncommon for desperate and troubled humanoids to be found dead with an adrenaline shot in their hand. Almost read that as head. An adrenaline shot is a thin tube made from metal 5 inches in length and 6 windowed chambers that show a glowing green liquid inside called adrenaline. Each time this item is used, the glowing green liquid leaves the topmost chamber, giving a clear indication of how many of the 6 doses remain. This item is similar to a potion for the purposes of other activities on your turn. It requires a free hand to use and bonus action to activate. Oh, only a bonus action. Interesting. When used as a living creature, or when used on a living creature, on an exposed area of soft flesh, squishy, the creature regains an amount of hit points equal to 1/4 of their maximum hit points, round down, minimum of 1, and an amount of temporary hit points equal to their Constitution score. In addition, they gain advantage on their next attack roll before the end of their next turn. Immediately following each use of this item, the creature gains 1 level of exhaustion. So each shot...
So six uses, according to exhaustion, makes you dead.
Right. So each shot then is... I mean, the healing effect is, of course, the healing effect.
Yes.
But the advantage on the attacks is only for just that short duration?
Just that short duration, yes.
Okay, so you have to make sure if you're going to use it, you have to use it... Let's see.
The attack roll has to be before the end of your next turn.
Okay, end of next turn. So if I don't... So for some reason I end up not using it until the end of a turn, I can still use it on my next turn.
Oh, you're not going to use it.
You can always make the attack
get the
before
attack.
the end of your
Janie's
next
like,
turn. Yes.
Not exist, not current.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I examined that body. You're not using it.
Yeah, I mean, as you go higher in level, the temporary hit points are less significant, but because most people are like 0-level humanoids,
Yeah.
getting that
It's huge,
it's a huge rush, plus the feeling of euphoria. And, it's basically a drug.
Yeah.
And people sometimes die.
Drugs are bad, okay.
Hey, if the fight had turned south, I would have tried to use it even if I didn't know exactly what it was going to do.
That one guy that kept using it, he lasted a long time in that
Yeah,
fight.
that's what I saw.
And he's just a 0-level dude. Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's the adrenaline shot in case any of you were curious.
Yeah, so if Strax goes down or something and he's got it on his person, you can go over and you can grab it and you can use it on him or on somebody else or whatever. But
It's like an epi shot.
pretty much it's kind of like an EpiPen, yeah. So you have your long
Probably
rest.
less expensive.
These days.
So,
It does have a monetary value listed there, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, 500.
500 gold.
I would want my space copay for that.
I mean, we could sell it too, but given its black market, that's kind of
No, hang on to it for
Yeah.
now, just in case.
Yeah,
People might be able to integrate this into something.
you might be able to. So, I mean, I thought about the fact that you were an artificer and that if there was some shenanigans you wanted to try to pull on that, I would try to work with you on it. So we'll see how it goes.
I'll think about it.
So yeah, then the
Give your little dudes adrenaline shots.
city watch thing gets you Watcher's Eye, and it basically says your experience in enforcing the law and dealing with lawbreakers gives you a feel for local laws and criminals.
Okay.
You can easily find the local outpost of the Watcher or similar organization, and just as easily pick out the dens of criminal activity in a community. Oh, this whole area.
Oh, you see lots of them.
Although you're more likely to be welcome in the former locations than the latter.
Yes, I mean there is a magistrate for each part of the city.
You are the man.
Might as well.
You are the brute squad.
Right.
There
I
is
think that's you.
there's a magistrate for Low City, there's
Yeah.
a magistrate for Middle City, and there's a magistrate for High City. And again, like what they take an interest in, most of the time, your impression is that from things you've heard from Luigi and from others is that it has to be a really serious crime. It has to stand out in a place that's full of crime
Right.
for the magistrate to even take an interest in it.
So a
the
hallway
crime of
of
all
cells. Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't know if this is where you're going, but the slave trade is a reality on the Rock.
Yeah.
It's a big market,
Yeah.
and you guys saw one tiny little part of it.
I wish we could have gotten those people out, but I think we would have been swarmed, and laser pistols or not, it wouldn't have taken very much to take us down.
We had the opportunity.
Unfortunately.
Just saying.
It was a tough situation, but you had to make your call. You were trying to get Zeed out alive
Yeah.
and not get captured or killed yourself.
Don't make her feel better. I'm trying to make her feel worse.
I understand that.
Anyway. Did you get any XP for the mooks?
Yeah, I'll give you all the XP at the end of the adventure.
What about now?
I want it now.
If it makes you feel any better, you will be third level.
Well,
Second level? Sweet,
second-
third level!
second- sorry.
You said it!
Second
It's on the
level.
record!
You will be second level. I'm going to edit that part out. I'm just going to edit that out.
I thought you said there was ice cream. Where's the ice cream?
The apple pie ice cream's downstairs. I think the chocolate is up here, if we still have it.
I think the chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a Mountain Dew!
Yes, you can have a Mountain Dew.
So you're up. It's the morning. You identified your stuff. Had some breakfast.
Have some breakfast.
Where do you go?
Rested.
I already
Straight to the ship.
I already paid my
Back to the
gold
ship.
to Luigi. I don't know about you two.
Okay.
Well, we paid him already, but yeah, I think we should anyway. So another night,
Yep.
so 1 gold.
I think you guys were doing a gold piece. Yeah. Per day.
My brother pays for my stuff.
And you said you
So
want to
that's
head back
equipment.
to the ship.
Apologize
To the
for
ship.
time for this.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. As long as it's not this.
Can I have one? Sorry, Chris.
What about this? Can we do this?
No.
Can I do this?
No.
It's gross.
No.
It's gross. Oh, Bugatti ran away.
oh,
Okay, so you go back to the ship
Okay.
and you see Captain Braun.
Okay.
And Captain Braun has you go into into the captain's chamber with him. And,
Do I
Cabin.
detect a trap?
and you don't think so.
depends on what kind of trap. Is Captain Braun a trap?
He is not. Where's my other sheet of paper? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Right over everybody else's head. I thought
I
that was
wasn't
right.
listening.
So you walk in and he takes out some pouches of gold and he puts one each on the table because he told you he would pay you each 100 gold. So he puts out the gold and he says, I see that Zeed is back. I very much appreciate what you have done for her and for our crew. And this is works in your favor for the consideration of becoming new crew members. And I am curious about what you encountered.
So
Make an extra noise now.
I explained to him that we discovered that the owner of the
Tell them the things.
of the laughing
Of things.
lion.
The
Not laughing-
the
not
rampant
laughing,
lion.
The rampant lion. Sorry, late night, is coordinator for some of the slave trade, at least part of
Yeah,
it around here.
it was a
him and,
patsy
there's
for
a
this Marin
spellcaster
guy.
at the inn as well. His name is Nurgel.
Don't go around
And
town.
there's a warehouse, and I described the warehouse and its location that has at least one of many, I'm guessing, secret accesses to a network of tunnels underground where the prisoners are taken after they are absconded to cells inside the roaming line, rampant line.
Yes, I mean, I understand that the Rampant Lion has that reputation for people disappearing, and
Yeah.
I think now that we can spread this word among the crew, they will not be foolish enough to go and stay there again.
Definitely to be avoided. They have a whole crew of thugs who works with the owner of that inn. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Not to
Slave
mention
Trade's
this-
crew of thugs.
Well, we might have taken care of one or two of them, but not to mention the spellcaster who
I
we
suspect
didn't
there's always more
encounter,
thugs.
and that would probably worry me more.
Yes, the slave trade is very rampant on the rock. Well, again, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was wondering if perhaps you could look into something else for me. I'll give you another mission and another payment of 100 gold,
All right.
and working towards the idea of you joining our crew.
Okay.
I have a friend who I happened to run across yesterday evening. He seemed like he was kind of in a hurry. Said he had some information for me.
This seems to be the kind of place to be in a hurry.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come and see me today, and I haven't heard from him. His name is Nason.
Nason, Nacen, SCen?
Correct. That's correct. Yep.
Nacen.
Yep.
What race?
He is a human.
Okay, human.
Yep.
Can you describe a little more about him?
He is in his 50s. He is, he's sort of a trafficker of information.
Okay.
Sometimes the information about our missions that we go on in space come from him.
Okay.
I mean, he's somebody with usually some fairly valuable information. I mean, yes, Bugatti, I know. Listeners, that is our cat Bugatti. He's joining. He's role playing. He's joining in the role play.
He's a good dude.
If I give you his address, could you please go see if he is okay? If not, maybe find some information about what happened to him.
Yeah, we can look into it for sure. Do you have any idea of like what groups he would run afoul of around here potentially?
Oh, one of any dozen of them.
Okay.
If they think that he knows something important, then
Crime families and whatnot.
yeah. Sometimes he has to pay a little bit of money to people for protection to the underbarons, but I don't know what underbaron that he is protected by, but it is good protection, and it usually keeps him safe. So I'm kind of worried that he didn't come by today.
Okay.
When did you last see him?
In the evening when he was rushing by in a hurry, but told me he needed to talk to me about something.
All right. Yeah, we can look into it
Okay.
for sure.
He gives you a little more of a detailed description and as well as an address, which is in Low City.
Okay.
Bugatti.
All right.
Being very lovey tonight.
Well, good luck to you, and I hope to hear from you again soon.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Captain,
All right.
Fuck you later.
All right. So if we head
we'll set
out,
the ship on fire.
we're close to the low market too, right?
It's called the Lesser Market. But
Lesser
yeah,
Market?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Did you want to go there to shop a little bit? Or?
Restocking healing potions for those who use them would
So I'll
probably
get
be
100
wise, and we've got
gold.
to add 100 gold.
Yeah, you would have 100 extra gold now.
Good.
Yeah, restocking potions and trolling around for any special weapons or items, but I'm assuming we're not likely to find that. But restocking healing potions is a definite.
Are you looking for magic items? Is that what you're?
Potentially, depending on what we could find. I'm assuming it's not likely on the lesser market. But
Well, I mean the potions of healing cost 50 gold apiece.
yep.
Any sort of a magic item that is above and beyond that would probably being a minimum of like hundreds and hundreds of gold.
Okay, so prohibitive at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
based on your current income.
Okay. Do we have any issue finding healing potions? Two of us used them.
Yeah, the other day you managed to find 4, I believe it was. And that was yesterday.
Yep.
So you can get 2 more from the lesser market today.
How
Okay.
convenient.
So I will drop the 50 on mine.
And I guess I'll grab one for myself, too.
Okay. And equipment, manage.
One of the vendors explains to you that they kind of go through phases where like they'll have a big stock, but then they run out pretty quickly, and then there might be a lag before
Sure, they're
they
in
get more.
high demand.
Yeah.
All right. Now I have
That's a good
my
excuse, as any, I suppose.
inventory. Good.
As far as weapons or anything like that,
Smells.
Is there anything else you want to do in the lesser market?
I don't think so. Did Ruffian come
not
with us
really.
this time or no?
No,
Once-
he's not with you.
Okay.
once I have a place to work, I'll be able to make anything I want and I need anyway, so I'm not gonna...
Yeah, hopefully you'll get a workshop space once we're on the crew. Yeah, we're out in town if we
Out in town,
have the money eventually to
Could
find a
be
place
either.
to rent.
Yeah.
We'll see how things play
Yeah.
out first.
Okay.
Even ship of that
Okay.
size ought to at least have a
Yeah.
working forge.
Okay. I mean, do you want to just go straight for this guy's address and poke around, or do you want to go back to the Laughing Beholder and see what Luigi might know about him, or what do you guys think?
Unless you wanted to start running around asking random people.
Well, we have an address.
What, you guys have an address?
No. Unless you just want to start running around asking random people, I suggest we just go to the address.
Okay.
What else are we going to do?
Okay.
Run around asking random people.
Stop interrupting me when I'm expounding, there, DM.
Stop taking
Speed it up.
so long to expound.
Get to the point!
Get to the point!
Maybe lead with that.
I thought I was
John's
supposed to
brain
be
works
padding
like
for time.
mine.
No, I
Things
know,
have to
I
be
know.
said backwards. Don't you get it?
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I recognize that trait in you and John. Here's this huge giant explanation, and then the answer I
Well, I
could
had
have
to
given you
tell you
first.
how my brain worked to get to that point. It's important, yo. All right. So,
The process is part of the solution.
right. What he said.
I love you both very much.
Fucking love you guys so fucking much.
It's great playing D&D with the two of you.
Our characters dying.
They're just over here like dum-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff.
All right. So we're gonna go to the
So to the
address.
address?
So address.
Okay. So
Is it still in one piece? Has it been burned down?
it is still in one
Has
piece.
it been busted open? Any sign of forced entry? Busted windows, busted door locks, any entry into the
Hey,
room?
let me help you investigate unless you want to help me perceptify.
Oh, all right. Let's let the DM
Okay, so
actually
it
put in the
just
description.
appears to be a boarding house.
Okay.
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 We're kind of ahead of ourselves here. Sorry.
So it's just a boarding house, and you can go in and you can. You don't even have to actually go to like the attendant. You can just go in and look for the room number, which is upstairs on the second floor.
Okay.
And when you get there, the door is slightly ajar, and it looks to you, Strax, like it does have
It's soon
some.
going to be fully ajar.
Well, yes, but at the same time, the lock mechanism looks like it's been damaged by somebody, basically
Wow, a jar with a damaged lock. Okay.
somebody trying to break in there. So
Okay.
Okay.
So if
That's
you
it?
need to,
Okay. So
Okay.
this lock has definitely been busted open,
Okay.
rather skillfully. But
Okay.
does it look like a recent break?
yes,
Yes.
Okay.
So this isn't something that some junkie has done
So,
recently.
do we want to cautiously investigate inside?
I'll walk in the room. No.
everybody, give me a perception check for hearing.
In the box.
today.
Oh, 8.
8. Okay.
So 11.
11.
11 and 11. Okay.
17.
17.
My passive of 14 is higher.
Okay.
My passive is higher too.
So essentially nobody hears anything. You don't hear any noise whatsoever. You're not sure if it's because you got a good check or because there's nobody in there, but you don't hear anything.
Okay. Well, then I see no reason not to just
Cautiously.
go into the
Well,
room.
I hope there's not traps, but I don't know what level of additional investigation we could do as we open the door.
Well, we just rolled perception, so
Well,
we
that
saw
was
them or we
hearing.
didn't.
That was hearing.
I was hearing. If you want to do like investigation check or something
Yeah,
above
can
and
I
beyond
help
what
you
I
search for traps?
Are there
or
any
you wanna help
lights
me
on
look?
or anything like that?
Yes.
You're an
Strange.
investigator,
No,
right?
it's just dark.
No.
I'm a perception checker, so you can help me perceptify, or I'll help you investigate, one or the other.
You're the one who's worried. I don't think this is the
Okay.
kind of place
Help
somebody
me-
would just
help me
set
look.
blanket traps, but I'll give you a hand with that.
What's a blanket trap?
Well, if someone broke
Well,
in,
a blanket trap.
comfy.
A
if
blanket trap,
someone broke
maybe.
in and
It is
left
a boarding
nasty
house.
surprise for anybody looking for him who would benefit from his knowledge.
side note. We've been doing a lot of talking over each other tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Try to be careful about
Sure.
everybody talking together.
Okay, so that perception check is
Sorry, we'll be
a-
careful about
is a
talking over other
23.
people.
Notice I'm not laughing, John.
Is it
I'm sorry, what did you say? John was talking when I asked him not to?
It was a 23.
23.
Yeah.
There's no traps of any kind.
Okay. So
Yes, I'm an ass.
my mouth is full of cookies.
A mouthful of cookies.
I open the door and go in.
Okay. The place has been tossed. And you don't see any body. But the place has definitely been tossed.
I was thinking salad.
He tossed her Twinkies.
How would you like to proceed?
I mean,
Investigate the
I'll
room,
help
see if
you.
I can find any clue as to whether or not he was captured or whether he escaped.
or what he was doing. Right?
Okay.
Well, he was probably trying to sleep.
Do you want to have
I'll
two
help you.
people make rolls with advantage?
Yeah. I'm
Or-
helping him.
You're helping him. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's two of you. What about you guys?
Are we investigating or perceptifying?
You can do either.
I would work with perception because I have -2 on investigation.
I have
What's your
+3 on
investigation?
perception.
+4.
As do
it's
I.
the same as my
So
perception.
let's
Then I'll help you.
perceptify.
Okay, so you guys are helping with perception, and you guys are helping with investigation.
Investigation.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me your rolls with advantage, please.
That is going to be 17. for
17.
perception.
And 17 for investigation.
All right.
That's convenient.
It is very much
That
so.
was easy.
Right.
So Janie and Matisse, you point out something to Strax and Arvine, and you go over and you start rummaging under the floor, and you see what looks like a loose floorboard underneath the bed, which has been tossed. And you do you want to take out like a tool or something and try to jimmy it, or I mean, you see it looks like a loose floorboard.
I have a whole pocket full of tools.
Okay.
Do you want smithing tools? Do you want tinker's tools? Do you
Well,
want thieves'
whatever's your
tools?
pleasure.
Do you want carpenter's tools?
Corporate tool.
I would imagine you would use the tool to
John would
pry
make a good
the
Captain Harris.
floorboards out.
Yeah,
crowbar.
yeah, probably. I'm sure a carpenter's tool has some kind of leverage
Okay.
type
I can
device.
vouch for
Okay.
that.
That a carpenter's tools has some kind of leverage type device.
Okay, so
Any of
so
that.
you leverage up that board, and you see a envelope inside there.
Oh.
It's a little like 1 foot by 1 foot hole in the floor, basically underneath that board, and there's an envelope in it.
There is an envelope.
Yeah, and it does on the cover on the front of it is written Braun.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Well, there is this envelope that's addressed to our erstwhile captain. Shall we see what it says?
It's not sealed.
It's not seen.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna talk like they're not.
It's a little bit it's a little bit crumpled too. It looked like maybe he was like hastily trying to put something in it and maybe hide it or something.
Well, people get paid better than letters, so I'm gonna read the letter.
Okay. So basically, it has a mission that he was going to give to Braun, which like Braun said that he gets missions from this guy sometimes, and it talks about a dwarven citadel, which is a type of ship that's built by dwarves. And
Makes sense.
yep, and there's basically there's one in wild space that's not all that far from the rock that nobody's discovered yet. And sometimes, I mean, there could be nothing on it, but there could be all kinds of treasure, magic items. I mean, who knows? It's only actually a piece of it. It's not even the entire ship. So he doesn't give any information as to what the source of the information is, but that it's a piece of a dwarven citadel that's floating in space, and it has coordinates.
Oh, it has the coordinates.
It has the coordinates, yes.
Okay.
And it is addressed to Braun to go check it out.
Okay.
So they were looking for that but didn't find it.
That's what your assumption would probably be, yes.
It would
I-
also imply that he did manage to make his escape if he had time to write a letter.
You think that's possible as well. I mean, you don't find any blood or
Okay.
anything in the room.
So
Alright.
I'm not too worried about him. He's probably fine.
Okay, I think we should report back with this immediately.
I agree.
Yeah,
For once.
that's good.
Nah.
Yay, party cohesion. Okay, so you guys
I sit
have...
down in the middle of the floor and go. I'm kidding.
Stops your feet. Throws a tantrum.
Throwing a tantrum.
Okay, so you bring the letter back to Braun?
Yep.
Okay. So you bring it back to him, and he has you come into the cabin once again. You hand the letter, and he reads it, and he says, "Was there any evidence that he was harmed?"
Not that we could find. Best as we can gather, he managed to get out before the room was tossed. So I suspect he's probably made his escape and found a new hidey hole.
Yeah, that would be in keeping with what I know of him as well. I'm glad to know that he's most likely still alive. I would bet a lot of money on that. And this information, this is very important. And really, it's the first ship that gets there that's going to have the prize. He kind of stops and he starts thinking for a second. He kind of takes a long, hard look at
Explain
all
what?
of you, kind of like trying to size you up a little bit. He goes over and he gets out another pouch of 100 gold for each of you. And he says, time is of the essence. I was probably going to give you a couple of more missions here, but I don't really think I can afford the time right now. Would you be interested in coming with us on this mission? We would have to leave like within the hour.
Well,
I can't think why not.
I'm all packed and
Yeah,
ready to
okay.
go.
Yeah.
Very good then. Please come back in an hour and please keep this information to yourselves. And we will bring you on this mission with us. And if all goes well, maybe I can offer you a position on our crew.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Do we want to go check out at the Laughing Beholder or just kind of leave a tab and pick it up when we get back? Anything
know
else
what to
we
pay
need
for
to
it.
do out in town?
Yeah, we've already. We're paid up. So
Right, but how many? I turned to Brown real quick. How many days would a mission like this typically last?
Based on the coordinates, it would probably take about half a day.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's no reason to go back to the Laughing Beholder.
Nope.
I think we should still be kind of laying low after what happened last night. So let's.
half a day is hardly
Anything else we need to get out in town, or
Half a day is hardly
Yeah.
even time to start a new project. No?
yeah?
I say.
Is there anything? I mean, Matisse and I have traveled a fair amount in wild space, but is there anything else you'd recommend that we buy or acquire for supplies before we head out?
Do you have a personal atmosphere?
Probably not yet. That's
I would recommend that you buy one of those.
okay. Okay.
You can get them at the lesser market. They're not that hard to find.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. So let's go take care of this real quick and get back.
I forget what I said that the
Grab lunch.
what the cost of it is. I had it in the docs.
You
somewhere.
created a custom item, right?
I don't know if I created a custom item for that. I should have. Can you look that up, John? Or any of you with D&D Beyond?
You mean all?
Personal
Oh, yeah.
Atmosphere by I Am Chris Buckner is a wondrous item. It's It doesn't have a cost listed.
There's no cost.
No, I'm just going to add one,
Woohoo,
but
it's free.
free.
Yep. Weight 1 pound, no cost.
So it's a wondrous item, but it's easy to find.
Yeah, I mean.
What do you want us to do?
What
Pay a
decided-
gold,
yeah.
or is it more than that? Is it 5? Is it?
I might have. I'm trying to think like if I made it at no cost
get the
on purpose
Facebook?
because it was such a common thing
Yeah.
that you could pretty much get it anywhere.
Okay.
So let's just say it's like 1 gold. Let's say it's 1 gold.
Okay.
Okay, easy enough. Let's see.
Currency gold 1. Dunk. All right. Okay.
Off the map,
Oh,
on
and
the
we
dock.
each got another 100, so make sure you add your other.
Already done.
Already done.
1 gold.
Add 100, take out 1.
I mean, you see
Then I'm
people.
going to buy 3.
Okay.
I mean,
you guys see people all over the rock that have them, or at least people that you assume are the
Do they run out?
They last for a day.
oh.
correct.
Yeah, I'll get more than that.
You get more when we come back.
Basically, the idea is that if you find yourself in wild space, actually, I'm going to explain this because I don't think I've gone into this detail with you guys yet. So, I may have written it in the doc, but again, for the sake of the listeners and you guys, if I haven't made it clear, when a body leaves an atmosphere, it takes along with it a bubble of air, which is relative to the size of the object. You know, if a ship leaves an atmosphere, it has a very substantial air bubble around it. If a person like falls off a ship or something and they're floating out in space, they have a very short period of time before the air around them becomes stagnant and then deadly, and then basically you die in wild space. So the reason why those last a day is because if you get pushed off the ship or something and you're in wild space, it creates a larger bubble of air around you than you would normally have, and it can keep you alive floating in space for about a day. So otherwise, I think it's like 5 or 10 minutes you would be dead. But with one of these on, if you're drifting out in space, you have at least a day to hopefully get picked up or to,
Yeah,
happen
as
to go
cheap
buy a
as
ship
they
or
are.
something.
Yeah, I've bought 5 just to have them. Yeah, it's
I mean, it's so common
Yeah.
in wild space. Everybody needs them if you're going to be on a ship just in case.
okay.
So yeah.
I'm also going to buy some little miscellaneous gears. Like, I've got some ideas brewing. So, like a little pouch,
Okay.
a little,
Satchel.
yeah, kind of a satchel kind of thing.
Okay.
Just, I'll have to come up with some specifics later, but nothing too expensive.
Okay. And something else I want to mention too, which I think I talked about a little bit in the first adventure when you were approaching the rock, is that everything has a gravity plane, like bodies in space have a gravity plane, where essentially it cuts right across the middle of the object. So the gravity pulls from the top and the bottom, which is why part of the city of the rock is on the bottom. You know, it's kind of like, you know, the gravitational pull of a planet goes towards the center. If you're on a ship, it's not uncommon for there to be some ships that have a deck on 2 different horizontal planes of the ship, so people are walking upside down on the bottom. But again, there's no necessarily right side up when you're in space, but you can have people on opposite decks walking along there because the gravity goes towards the middle, towards the gravity plane. And if you look at like a diagram from like the old Spelljammer stuff, it'll show the gravity plane and the air bubble around the ship. So you can kind of get that visual representation of how gravity and air works in wild space.
Okay.
So, and basically if a ship goes out in space for too long without replenishing the air starts to go through the different levels until it gets to deadly. So you can't travel in space for too long without encountering another source of air. Just
Or having a whole bunch of these personal atmospheres or something like that.
For all of your crew, though.
it'd have to be each individual person, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's a lot. Yeah.
Right. And the bigger the crew, the quicker the air gets used.
Okay.
Sometimes you can replenish your air if you happen to come in contact with another larger ship
Yeah.
that can replenish your supply.
All right.
But we'll sort of cover those things if they happen to come up.
Okay. So while we're in the lesser market, I don't suppose we managed to scrounge up any other healing potions or a jetpack.
Pretty sure that's what's the cost on a jetpack?
It's not listed on your item on D&D Beyond.
Okay, I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's expensive. But I'll look into it though.
It's a wondrous item. I figured in space it might be handy, but it's probably cost prohibitive. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Cool.
She's already jetpack.
If I look at my doc and I do have a price for the personal atmosphere, we'll just retroactively apply it. But yes, and I'll let you know about the jetpack.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay. Anything else?
We said no more healing potions, so
Correct.
zonk that out. Okay.
That's
yeah,
correct.
Sorry.
Okay, no, I'm good.
Yep.
Okay.
Back to the
Okay.
ship.
All right.
Back
So
to
you
the
guys head
ship.
back to the ship, and we'll pick up there next time.
Cool.
Alrighty. Okay,
Yay.
completed our first mission.
Yay!
All right. So thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks. Have a good night.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.